Okay, today's the day.
Oh my god, I'm so fucking nervous. I'm literally gonna fucking explode if this shit goes through. Message was like, you're officially under contract. A aceptar la oferta. Don't look at me, I'm gonna cry. Congratulations!
Where do I start? I want to start off by apologizing to you guys, even to myself, because I'm already upset that I didn't document this day by day, minute by minute, everything that was going on. I wish I would have documented it more. But if I'm being honest with you guys, I never thought this was going to go through. I feel like I was kind of like fighting a dream for a long time. Like, it was just, I didn't vlog any of that because, to be completely honest with you guys, when I got this house sent to me to look at it, I was like, there's no way we're gonna get this house. There's no way we're gonna get approved for this house. Like, honestly, I was being so negative, but I wasn't being negative in the sense where I was trying to be negative. I was trying to stay very positive, but I just didn't think it was gonna happen, you know? Which sounds horrible. It was just so crazy, because let me tell you guys a little bit about it. I didn't think it was gonna happen because, to be honest, we were looking at so many houses and I didn't like any of them, you know? And it wasn't that I was being picky. It was that with the price that they were giving me the houses at and what the houses looked like, I just didn't think it was worth it, you know? I know we can always invest money into the houses, but to me, it was just like, I wanted it to be in a living condition, because at the end of the day, this house is for my mom and not for me, and I wanted her to be ready to go, and I didn't want her to have to worry about anything that had to be upgraded or anything like that. I just wanted this house to be ready to go for her. When they sent me this house, I was like, there's no way. Like, this house is beautiful. Like, there's no freaking way that they'll approve us, because people were putting in offers into houses left and right. This was insane. Like, this market was insane during these times. So I literally walked into the house and I told the realtor, I don't want to see this house. Like, I don't want to see it because I know I'm going to fall in love with it, and I don't want to walk out in love with the house that I might not be able to get, you know? So we walked in there and I was like, yep, this is exactly what I thought it was going to look like. And every house that I would walk into, we would walk in, look at it, and walk right out. This house, we walked into it, I'm not going to lie to you guys, I think we were in that house for at least 30 minutes. I think I was hoping to find something wrong with the house. And I kept looking, and no, everything about it, there was like little small details that I was like, what? This house has it? Like, that's what I wanted, you know? So fast forward to us deciding that we do want to put in an offer in this house.
My blood is like tingling right now, babe.
Why?
Elizabeth just sent an email. Oh my god, I'm so fucking nervous. I'm literally gonna fucking explode if this shit goes through. I told her that 99% of our files close early. I prefer to give just a few extra days. I'd much rather do it, promise, and she sounded very pleased with that. So, I mean, there's still nothing yet, though, you know? Oh my god, please. Dude, I swear to god, I'm gonna go fucking crazy.
I think that we have a really good shot at this one. I'm really hopeful, or really excited to see.
Just even to think that I was putting in an offer, to me, I had butterflies, I wanted to throw up. And when I decided to put in the offer, I was just so scared that I was gonna get rejected, you know? I was like, I'm scared of rejection. We put in that offer, and I told my mom, like, hey mom, we're gonna go in, like, I'm gonna put in this offer. Keep in mind, guys, my mom has not seen anything. My mom had no idea about this process. My mom knew we were getting a house. My mom never went to go see any house. She was actually in Mexico the entire time that I was looking at the houses. She never spoke to a loan officer. She never spoke to a lender, because I was doing all the communicating. But she also didn't know if we were really gonna get it, because just a little backstory for you guys, we've been renting in the same location for 12 years. It was just kind of like there's no way it's happening, you know? It's been 12 years, there's no way. For about 4 to 5 years, guys, I tried to convince my mom for us to leave. She was like, Yadira, there's no way, like for the amount that people are asking for, like, no, we can't do that. We don't have money to buy a house. We can't do this, blah, blah, blah. So one day I was kind of like, I think when I was a little younger, I was just trying to convince my mom to buy a house, not realizing that maybe she didn't have the money for the down payment. So when I would tell my mom was just like, no, there's no way, you know? Once I started knowing what it was like to buy a house, and knowing that, you know, you have to put some money down, I was like, all right, I'll take over. You know, I want to buy my mom a house. This is going to be my dream. This is going to be my goal. This is my life goal. And I don't know how long it takes me, but I'm going to do it, you know? For a few years, I was like, mom, let's just buy a house. And every time, guys, I would tell her, let's rent a house, let's buy a house, let's move out of this place, she would answer me when she already renewed her lease. So she would come up to me, she'd be like, hi, I already renewed my lease, so we can't even think about that anymore, because now we have another year here. For 4 years, guys, she would renew the lease behind my back, and she would just go and do it, because I think she was just so afraid of doing it. Maybe she thought I was gonna leave her, maybe she thought I wasn't gonna help her with the rent, and she was just she was just worried, you know, she's a single mom and she had to figure it out. So then I tell my mom, like, I'm gonna put in the offer, mom, okay? So I put in the offer and now I'm just like anxiously waiting, hoping that she accepts what we offered, you know? So I'm just anxiously waiting for this answer for about a whole day, you know. I'm just waiting, and all day I'm anxious. I had sessions that day. Long story short is that I'm taking the pictures of my client and I look over on my phone and I get a text message from my realtor and she was like, your offer has been accepted. And I was like, there's no fucking way. I couldn't show any emotion. I couldn't vlog it. I couldn't do much, you know. I was working and I saw it quick, and I saw it. I kept taking the pictures and I had my clients go change, and when she went to go change, I ran out and I went to go tell Adrian.
Okay, I know I shouldn't be looking at this right now, but I feel like I need to start making calls.
Why? What happened?
Well, because we need to sign, like, I don't know, I'm anxious right now. She literally messaged me, she's like, you're officially under contract.
Oh my gosh.
Babe, what the fuck?
And Adrian was like, oh my god, like I didn't want you to look at your phone, you know. I wanted to see your reaction. I wanted to see you, you know. So I feel like it didn't hit me that we had accepted the offer, you know. All I was thinking was, okay, like I need to work hard because we need to accumulate a good amount of money right now to be able to put it. And you know, that's all I was thinking about. I was just thinking about all the money that was going to go into the house. I was just thinking about what was the next process now, you know. So then I went back into my session and then I was like, okay, I need to call my sister, you know, because my sister, every hour of the day, guys, every hour of the day, she would text me, hi, is there an update? Hi, is there an update? Hey, what have they told you? And I was like, I was getting anxious because she kept messaging me and I'm like, girl, I don't even know. Like, I want to know too, you know. I called her to finally let her know.
¿Qué pasó?
So la oferta la aceptaron y no pidieron más. Gracias.
And then from there we went over to my mom's house, and then I let my mom and my sister know. And my little sister actually had went to go see the house with us, so my sister was very excited. And my mom was just kind of like, okay, yeah, fuck yeah, like we're getting out of this now. Like we're gonna finally be out of this place, you know. But she didn't know what we had put an offer towards, you know. So I headed over to my house, and it was time to tell my mom and my sister.
I know, hurry up.
Okay.
Is it Dennis or Bendis?
¿Quiere la buena o la mala primero?
La buena. Y luego después buscaste la mala.
Yeah. Aceptaron la oferta.
¿De veras?
That's it.
You're being for us?
I'm being serious. Don't look at me, I'm gonna cry. Me dijeron que ustedes no se casan y ni la viste usted.
¿No? Pero ya saber que me voy de aquí, ya
Once I told my mom, like, hey, the house has been accepted, and she said something along the lines like, oh yes, finally we're gonna be out of here. Like, that's when it hit me, and I was like, oh no, guys, I hate crying. I hate it so much. That I was like, oh my god, I don't want to cry right now. I don't want to cry. I was trying to hold it in. I was like swallowing. I was looking away. I was walking away. I was like, don't record me, first of all. But when my mom said that, I was like, dude, this is over. Like 12 years, guys. Like, and to think that we never left. So when my mom said that, I was like, oh my god, like it's real, you know. It just felt like it finally hit me, like the offer was accepted. I look over at my sister, and my sister was like, you're joking, right? Are you serious? Really? Like she couldn't believe it either. She also wanted that. My sister actually has never had a room either. My sister's 17 years old, so to her it was like, oh heck yeah, like I finally have my own room, you know. She had already picked it when we went to go look at the house. So she was like, wow. And I was just trying to hold in my tears the whole entire time. I was like, no, I ain't gonna be a little bitch right now. Now it was just like the harder part about the house, which I feel like it was like inspection after inspection, and like every inspection you have to pay for it, you know. And it's like they're not very cheap. The inspection happened, then we had 2 inspectors going in. Everything came out perfect for the house, which was amazing news, you know. Everything was going good, you know, everything was going smooth. We were just waiting for now the appraisal to come in. Once the appraisal comes in, it goes even smoother, because that's kind of, the appraisal is the last negotiation you have, and I hate negotiating, you know. So I was just like, I want this negotiation to end. Like, I just wanted it to stop, you know. And then Friday, the appraisal has been accepted, and now it's time for the final walkthrough. Oh my god. When I got the call that it was time for the final walkthrough, I dreamt of the final walkthrough. Like, that was it to me. That was like wow, like this is it, guys.
Oh, okay.
We originally didn't want my mom to see the house, which we wanted her to see it when we first got the keys. But so many people were gonna go. I was thinking that so many people were gonna go with us to go see the keys, because if everything would have gone as expected, we wanted all of my siblings to go with us to go get the keys, you know? Okay guys, so today we're actually doing the final walkthrough at the house, and I literally want to throw up, gag, jump, yell, everything you can fucking think of, because I just can't believe today is the final walkthrough. Like, I never really thought that this day would ever come, because we were looking for a house for so long that I can't believe today is literally the final walkthrough. Like, that's it. Like, that's it. I'm gonna go to a mountain today. I'm gonna go yell because I need to let this all out. I just feel so anxious going to go look at the house. My family, we don't like to show our emotions, you know? So I was afraid that I would take her to when she got the keys with everybody there with her, and she wasn't gonna be able to show her emotion because she was a little bit embarrassed, or she was like in shock, you know? And I go up to her, she's running at the treadmill, right? And I go up to her, I was like, Mom, do you wanna go see the house today? And she looks over at me, she's like, yes, 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 yes. And I was like, okay, let's go then. And I go up to Adrian, I was like, hey Adrian, I'm taking my mom. Like, the way that she reacted to go see the house, like, I have to take her. So we took my mom to go see the house. I knew she was gonna be happy and I knew she was gonna be excited, but like I said, my family doesn't show much emotion, you know? I didn't think that she was gonna show the emotion that she showed, you know? And I was like, there's like, I don't know, like, I just thought it was gonna be like, she was gonna be happy, you know? That's all I thought it was gonna be, you know? I didn't think it was gonna really hit home for her. So we go in and we walk in, you know, and like, I'm literally, when I'm driving, I have butterflies, I have everything you can think of, because I was like, wow, like, it's today, like, damn, like, I don't even know how to explain to you guys. I wish I would have vlogged more, like I said. So yeah, we walk in and we show my mom the house, and my little sister was like, you better not cry. And I was like, I'm not gonna cry at that. So my mom goes in, my mom looks at the house, and when from the outside of the house, she's already like, wow, like, this is my house. She walks in and she sees it.
Hi. Hola.
So my mom walks in and she sees that kitchen and she just starts bawling. And I was like, Mom, no. And I look over at my mom and I just go and just hug her. Crying, and I look over at my sister, and my sister's trying to record, and she starts crying. And I was like, oh my god, like, I couldn't believe that we were there already, you know? I couldn't believe that we were already at the last step of the house. Okay, so we're basically at the end. We are on Tuesday, 28th of February. And what's going on right now is that we finally received the CD into the title company. The notary ends up telling me, hey, whatever document you're waiting on, you're okay. Like, you just come in and you'll be able to sign it. I'm like, oh, thank God. Like, everything felt so much better already. We end up heading out there, and like, it still felt like, it didn't feel real. It still didn't feel real. Like, my dream was to go to that. It's hitting me, but it's not hitting me, but it is hitting me, but it's not, but I'm not letting it hit me. Basically, we go into signing on March 1st, and I still can't believe it. I still can't believe we're signing. Although my dream was to go to that final walkthrough, at the end of the day, like, this final signing was my real dream, you know? It was what I had. Every time that I would see somebody, like, I would see like a realtor taking their client like to go sign. I'm like, oh my god, like, I can't wait for that moment. And that almost there was that day already, you know. I was driving, I was like anxious, you know. I was like, it's crazy, guys. This is just to tell you guys, not comido. I have not ate. I woke up at 6 in the morning, not comido. What the fuck? I just had coffee, and I think that's what's been keeping me together.
Nice to meet you. Hi. Citlali. Yadira.
And yeah, so we end up signing the notary. Now just wait on the call for your keys. And I'm like, what? I waited so long, and that, like, now it's today. Like, today is it. Like, that's it, guys. So yeah, we leave, and now it's just like another anxious little wait. Like, what time are we getting the keys? You know, what time are we gonna go to the house? What time are we gonna get the keys? And I feel like when I got the keys, it still didn't feel it. Like, I feel like I'm still in shock. Like, I don't know, it was just so crazy. Like, we left, my sister left. I actually had to leave right away because I needed to go to another session. Como me la paso trabajando, ¿verdad? Like, I want to go see the house again. Like, I remember that when we first put the offer into the house, I wanted to go see it almost every day. I'm like, oh my God, this is the one that's putting an offer in. Like, I want to remember what it looks like. I want to remember what it looks like. To be like, ew, so nasty. I hate being emotional. It was a different feeling to be able to say, hey, I can go out whatever time I want now, you know? Like, it was like, I remember that when I first saw that house, every single day for that month, I wanted to go see it. I wanted to drive by there, like, and just remember what it looked like, you know? And when we put in that offer and I went on Zillow right away and I checked and it says pending offer, I was like, that's me. I put that offer in, you know? That's my offer that they're working on right now. Fast forward to when we got the keys, I went on Zillow and it said, like, in the top, it said, like, sold March 1st. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna fucking cry. It had said, like, sold March 1st, and I was like, and I looked over at Adrian, I'm like, did you see what Zillow said? And I was like, have you seen Zillow? And he was like, yeah, I saw it yesterday. And I was like, oh my God, like, I don't know why seeing it on Zillow, it meant so much more to me, because I was on Zillow for about 4 months just looking for a house, you know, and to think that my house had said, like, sold, you know. And then it was funny because that day I told them, I was like, I want to show somebody the house. I just want to go back to the house. Like, I don't even care, nobody wants to see it. I just want to open the house up with my keys now. So then I told Adrian, because Adrian's mom, like, I had talked to Adrian's mom about what was going on, and she was always asking me questions, like, how's it going? Like, you know, how are you doing? Like, it's okay. Like, don't worry, everything's gonna go okay. Like, don't stress about it. Everything's gonna go easy. So I was like, I need to tell her, you know, I need to take her. So Adrian texts her and she asked her if she wants to go, and she was like, yeah, let's go. I want to see it. So we ended up meeting her there, and then when I walked in there, we got there a little bit before her, and I walked in there and it was nighttime, but now I felt like it was mine because it was nighttime. I went in there whatever time I wanted. It was 8 p.m. and I was like, oh my God, like, what the fuck, you know, like, what the I can't express myself with how I felt at that moment. I was like, now it was hitting me, like, oh, okay, this wasn't all a joke, you know, this wasn't all a dream. Adrian's mom walks in and we just start talking about it all, but I was just like, it just felt like a very, very long dream, you know, that I felt like I just couldn't wake up from because everything was taking forever, you know. And I'm not even saying, like, the dream wasn't from the month that I started the offer in the house. This dream started when I told my mom, like, hey mom, let's buy a house, you know. That was the dream, you know. That was, like, I feel like that was my telenovela story, you know, that how long it took me, and then, oh damn, now it's yours, you know. And it was just like, damn, like, so many years, and for me to be able to say, like, yeah, that's it, like, you're done looking, you're done putting an offer, you're done fighting it, it's yours, like, do whatever you want with it now, you know. I'm just like, it's amazing. Like, I'm just so happy. I'm just so like my mom needed this, my mom deserved this, my mom, like, it's all for her, you know. But yeah, that's it. So that's the story about how I got the house. And yeah, there was a lot of hiccups throughout the way, but it was all worth it, you know. It was all worth it, and that's all done now. And